everyone, welcome to Need Some Dough. So this week was a little crazy for me. There's a lot of holidays and juggling everything with the holidays is always extra fun when it comes to work-life balance. And we had some friends over for a barbecue one evening, and the adults were cleaning up and the kids were playing nicely, or so we thought. And then we got upstairs and we saw that everything, and I mean everything, was on the floor. Every single piece of clothing, glitter, and yeah, if you're a mom, you're cringing right now because that's like the bane of mom's existence. And my friend that was with me was like, okay, just don't go into the room, you're gonna freak out. But luckily my husband was actually pretty calm about it. And we started to clean up, and I insisted that the kids come in to help us, and they did. And I think part of what taught us, as well as our kids, we all learned from the experience, but the reason I was able to maintain my calm was my kids actually took responsibility. Okay, they acknowledged, okay, we should not have thrown every single article of clothing on the floor. Probably wasn't our best idea to throw glitter. And like one of my kids was like, I think that was me. So taking ownership of their mistakes was big for me, and it really actually went a long way. And it really resonated with me because from a mortgage perspective, I have clients that are dealing with life's mistakes all the time. And specifically today, I wanted to talk about clients that are going through bankruptcy. There are some key points that you should know, but it comes down to taking ownership of your mistakes and making a step-by-step plan to improve yourself for the future. So some basics to know is just because you've gone through bankruptcy doesn't mean you can't qualify for a mortgage. But what mortgage options you have are really going to vary depending on your unique situation. And the first thing to acknowledge is that you did go through a bankruptcy, right? So from a lender's perspective, first of all, consumer proposal and bankruptcy are almost the same thing. And it does make a really big difference if this is your first bankruptcy or if you've already had one and this is the second or third. If it's only your first bankruptcy or consumer proposal, then while that will stay on your credit bureau for 7 or 8 years, you could potentially qualify for mortgage with an A lender in 2. And a lot of people just dismiss that right off the top of their head. They think, okay, I went through bankruptcy, I can't qualify for the typical mortgage product. That's not necessarily true. However, I would definitely counsel you that if you've gone through bankruptcy or consumer proposal, you do want to start lining up your ducks in a row as soon as possible. You do want to get your credit in order. And that means making sure that you don't spend more than your limit, paying off the max you can of the credit you do choose to retain, making sure there's no high payments, and having that consult early on in that process to plan ahead. Don't wait till your mortgage is up for renewal in 5 years to have that consult. Reach out now, be prepared, and then line up your best options moving forward. So if you have any questions, always feel free to reach out, and stay tuned for future videos. Have a great day, everyone.